Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. I've got a quick little video for you today. I got an order from Misfit Markets, which is an online marketplace, kind of like imperfect foods, but they're all organic and or non-GMO, natural, like all their meats and stuff. And I just thought it was worth trying and seeing how it was. I was pretty satisfied with the order. I really love that there's more options now for eliminating some of the food waste, things that wouldn't normally make it to our store market shelves. I shop at grocery outlet, my local grocery outlet, and I love being able to do that. So I just thought this might be a great way to get some produce, because grocery outlets produce is okay, but it's not the best. And so far I've been really satisfied. We made a couple dinners so far. We made curry, which was really good, with the zucchini, or not zucchini, yellow squash and cauliflower. And we cooked that all up on the barbecue, and then because it was hot, it's like 90 degrees here in the Pacific Northwest right now. So we cooked that up on the barbecue and threw on some curry sauce. Afterwards, it was delicious, and some rice. And then the day before that, we had roasted corn on the cob and beets. I have a photo of that. I'll try to insert that maybe right here. And then, yeah, tonight I'm going to be making some falafel. So I'm going to prep a little bit of that. I also got stuff for salads for this week that I want to prep, and a couple melons. And I will also insert how the package arrived from Misfit Markets here at the end of this, before we get into the prep, just so you can see how it came. I was pretty satisfied. It is quite a bit of packaging. I ordered meat, so there was a lot of insulation, but it's all like recycled denim and things that you can repurpose or recycle, although you have to have the facilities in your area to recycle them. So it's a little limited, but it's better, I think, than a lot of options out there. And, the fact that our food comes packaged when it goes to the store, we just don't see all that packaging. Having worked retail, I've seen the packaging, so I know, that it comes that way anyways. So I feel good about it. But anyways, I'm rambling on. Let's go ahead and get to doing this food prep together. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up for me. Maybe consider subscribing to my channel. I'd love for you to hang around, get to know you. So yeah, let's get to the video. So we got a couple packages of this ground turkey here, and a couple packages of ground pork, and some double concentrate tomato paste, a couple of containers of ramen broth, along with these chickpea banza elbow noodles, these chicken breast pieces, 2 packages of those, and a couple packages of boneless, skinless chicken thighs, a couple ears of corn and some kale and beets, this head of lettuce and some red leaf lettuce, and some bok choy here. We also got some tomatoes and red plums, a grapefruit, English cucumber and yellow squashes, cauliflower, cantaloupe, watermelon, and some red peppers. And then I also grabbed these walnuts. They were just a really great deal. So I just got done chopping up this bok choy, going ahead and putting it in this glass container, and my silicone stasher and zip top bags are just what I had on hand that the salad would fit in for the week. And then I'm going to go ahead and get started cutting up the red leaf lettuce. I love using this lettuce knife. It's a plastic knife. Metal actually creates a higher rate of oxidization in your green vegetables. So if you use this plastic knife, you get less browning as your greens sit over the week after you've prepped them. And I also love it for my kids because they can use the knife really easily. It's not super sharp. So it's a great learning knife when kids are learning to help in the kitchen. So next here, I'm going to start chopping up some kale. Unfortunately, the kale didn't look really great from Misfit Markets this week. It was definitely on its last leg. So it was a little bitter, and instead of throwing it away, I decided to go ahead and chop it up and make it into some kale chips. Which were delicious, by the way. I'll definitely be making those again. You'll see more of that here in the video. For right now, I'm just chopping them up and getting ready to throw them in my little fryer basket or air fry basket so that they can drain for a minute before I throw them in the oven. So I'm finishing chopping up the cucumber and tomato for the falafel tonight, and any of those leftovers will go in the kids' lunches this week. And then I'm going ahead and just cubing up the last little bit of cucumber I reserved for my salads, giving them a little dice and throwing them into the 3 different containers I have my salads in. And then you'll notice after that I throw a paper towel in each one. It's just a great tool I've learned that helps absorb any excess moisture from washing them, and then also allows that moisture to be available to them throughout the week. Keeps them nice and fresh until you're ready to eat them. So I'm going to go ahead and start on my kale chips now. They've sat and had a minute to drain, but I'm still going to go ahead and give them a little pat because you really want to make sure they're dry. You can see there's some excess moisture still on them in order for them to get nice and crispy in the oven instead of steamed. So we're going to go ahead and do that and then add some salt and a little bit of some granulated garlic. And then for a little extra umami yum flavor, you'll also see me sprinkle on just a little bit of nutritional yeast. And then when I'm done there with the sprinkling the nutritional yeast on, you'll go ahead and you'll see I'm going to spray it down with just a little bit of avocado oil spray. I like to use this spray because then I don't accidentally get too much oil. I just like a little oil to help it be a little bit crisp. And then I'm going to give it a toss and throw it in the oven at 350 for about 20 minutes. And they turned out just delicious. Go ahead and store them in an airtight container on your counter, and they'll last a really long time because of the low moisture content. I'm going to go ahead and cut up my melon. You'll see there's no watermelon in this video. Our melon was a little bit grainy, so I went ahead and we made watermelon smoothies with some coconut milk creamer instead, and I highly recommend. They were delicious. We just watermelon and coconut milk and a little bit of maple syrup and blended it up, and they were like watermelon milkshakes. In fact, they were so creamy and delicious. So I'm just chopping up these leftover beets from last night. And honestly, I kind of wish I hadn't put them in my salads. It was a little bit too much with the bok choy, but you live and you learn, right? So thanks for hanging out with me today. It was really fun to do this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please consider liking and subscribing. Until next time, peace.